anyone who has access to Google, a camera, and a microphone can put out health information online. Hi guys, I'm Dr. Rumbi. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all things from scrubs to startups and everything in between. When Nella Rose said we're leaving male podcasts in 2024, I didn't think that she meant Steven Bartlett as well.
Let's leave male podcasts.
But if you've been living under a rock, you might not have seen all the recent controversy around the Diary of a CEO podcast and spreading medical misinformation. So I'm a doctor. I thought this topic was really, really interesting because there is definitely a rise of two things. One, a rise of just general health and medical information online from anyone, everyone, from influencers, from anyone who has access to Google, a camera, and a microphone can put out health information online. And there's been a rise in that, particularly on social media. And the second thing is there's definitely also been a rise in medical content creators like doctors, nurses, people that are registered healthcare professionals also creating content online. So it's really interesting that this story blew up in the way that it did. It started with a BBC article. I think it was the BBC World Service. They did an article. I watched it. It was actually quite interesting. And it was interesting to see the focus that the Diary of a CEO pod has had on health, particularly over the last year and a bit. So health is something that we as individuals are interested in. Health is something that you guys are interested in. But how do we get it such that the people that are speaking about health are the credited professionals? Now, what I will say is this. The people that Steven has on his podcast, they're not small people. They already have huge platforms and they also already have accreditations. Now, I guess because he has such a huge platform, the onus on him to do more due diligence and to think about the social impact of the people that he's going to have on his podcast is maybe bigger than someone with a smaller platform. So I think that has contributed to why this story has grown legs and literally started running. But another thing is, should more doctors, nurses, like actually verified, registered, practicing healthcare practitioners be posting more health content on social media? And it's really interesting. A friend of mine that I follow on YouTube and on other platforms posted a video with commentary on this. And I'm with his take. The take that the risk to benefit ratio when you are a healthcare professional who's got a registration to protect and think about, the risks, in my opinion, are a little bit higher than the benefits. Like there's always this overwhelming fear that the GMC is going to come for you, that someone's going to report you to the GMC or someone's going to report you to the NMC or whatever your regulatory body is if you just say one thing wrong or just do one thing wrong or, have a small misstep, which is, I think, why a lot of actual healthcare practitioners have been staying away from medical content online. There's also been a rise I've found in the platforms themselves, particularly YouTube, because they started a YouTube verified health creator shelf where the content from actual registered healthcare practitioners comes up first when you search a particular health topic. So I think that's quite good. I've also seen around Instagram and other social media is a green tick of some sort, and it says trusted information creator, and it's from the Patient Information Forum. Again, that's a good thing. I really hope that's free and that the healthcare practitioners don't have to pay to be subscribed to that, because that's just another paywall and something else that's limiting healthcare practitioners actually posting good quality evidence-based content. Now, the next thing I want to say, and that might be a little bit controversial, do you guys care about the evidence-based content, like the real, this is what the guidelines say, this is the exact, or are people in the general public more so looking for the sensationalized, the stuff that's outside the box, Is that why those outside the box people, the ones that ended up on the Diary of a CEO podcast, or the ones that are part of this whole medical misinformation, is that why they have such huge platforms? I think that's something to think about. Ultimately, we all have to practice discernment. it is 2025. AI and AI related content is just rife. So anyone with some computer knowledge can create a random video with AI, with images and speaking, post it on social media and say, hey, this is the cure for cancer, or whatever it is. So we all need to practice discernment and get better at spotting some of these things. And also just thinking critically when we see social media claims or when we see health claims on social media. Just take a step back. Just take a step back and think, does this sound too good to be true? Because if the cure to this condition that I've been dealing with for the past 5 years is this simple supplement, something just seems a little bit too easy about that, you know? So it's something to consider. It's just think about discernment, think about using our critical thinking. And I think this is going to become a bigger and bigger and bigger issue as AI becomes better and people become better at using AI to create videos and images and just getting stuff out there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have and you've made it all the way to the end, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I can't wait to see you in the next one.
End it.